Hello everybody, this is John Diaz here. Today I'd like to talk quickly about creating more jobs in the United States of America. One idea that I've talked about before that I'd like to continue to talk about is investment in the ski resort sector. At the moment, China is the global leader of indoor ski resorts. They have approximately 60 indoor units in China, while the United States at the moment has one, which is in a shopping center. I believe that if they created a ski resort that was indoors, like for instance, we'll use as an example the Blue Knob Ski Resort here in Claysburg, Pennsylvania. If they made that resort indoor, there would have to be a substantial investment. They'd have to put a structure over the ski lifts that covers the ski lifts with a retractable rooftop. So whenever it is snowing, they just retract the rooftop and let the natural snow come in. There would have to be, engineering put into it, but there's nothing America can do. And I think this is an important discussion because right now, the Blue Knob Ski Resort, every season is different. Maybe one year, like last year, they had about 6 feet of snow. And then this year, so far, they're at about maybe 20 inches. And then I understand that there was one year that hardly much fell. And if the temperature and conditions aren't just right, they can't even make snow. In order to make snow, you have to have continuous, very cold weather where the ground freezes, everything freezes, and then they'll be able to make snow. But if they don't have the right conditions, they can't even do that. So an indoor facility will allow a resort to function 24/7. Now, the Blue Knob Ski Resort, for instance, has a golf course. They have lodging. They have a restaurant. So, with an indoor ski resort, they can have more ideas come into play, like implementing a nearby gas station that's 24 hours. They can implement maybe a hotel. There's ideas that can come into play. They can have a store that sells ski supplies. I think they have that inside their ski resort. They could expand to, make another one. And there's other ideas. Maybe there could be a store that sells sunglasses, stuff like that. Just, things that people will need. And I think that, if they make it a year-round operation, well, imagine how many more skis they would sell, how many more snowboards they would sell. Just basically ski gear in general. And the equipment on site would take a beating. The snowmakers could be functioning a lot more. The snowcats would have a lot more wear and tear. And remember, according to the other videos I've made, I talk about the destruction of equipment. In order to manufacture, you've got to destroy equipment. And that means working equipment hard and putting hours on them to destroy them and eventually turn them in to the scrapyard and buy new ones. So I believe the United States could become the new leader in this sector. And I think there's definitely, this is America. There's nothing they can't do here. And I think that aside from what I've mentioned, they would have a fixed staff full year working, staff. It's not just what you see. You have the snowcat equipment, you need the operators to run them, and then you need a group of mechanics on site that are the guys that maintain the equipment, that service them and keep them running optimally. So that's important. And then you have the positions of the people who are tending to the ski resort and tending to the customers, and all the vendors that tie in with it, the companies like Pepsi and Coca-Cola that come and drop off supplies or whatever else supplies they need, the uniform company, the linens and so forth, anything you can think of that associates with these operations. So you turn a resort that operates, if you think about it, if you get a full month or half a month out of the year of a ski operation, that's probably what they do. Probably, I don't even think a month worth of skiing. But imagine if you had it every day. It was summertime, you feel like going skiing and you can just go. Or think about all the young people that have a dream of being a professional skier or a professional snowboarder. And think about Blue Knob. I think at the moment they got a couple trails and the tubing trail. Maybe they could start a third trail with obstacles for snowboarders and skiers that have a certain level of complexity. It would give inspiration for the young people to want to become professionals. So in order to do that, they need to practice. So I think, ski resorts being indoor makes sense. It employs people full time, and those positions are fixed, meaning that they know they'll have their job year round because it's open every day. And a lot of people, it's a way of expanding the market in the ski sector and making a footprint that the United States is also a leader in that sector. So imagine one indoor ski resort versus China with 60. It's a way of expanding the ski sector, selling equipment, selling gear, selling the snowcats, the snowmakers, and so much more that goes into it. So there's another idea today for job creation in America. It makes so much sense. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you just saw all those deer run off, but it was crazy. Well, hopefully you watch it this long to see those poor animals run off. Luckily they weren't in front of my car, but I want to say thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Please push the like button if you enjoyed this video. And like the saying goes, it's all about the ideas. That's where it's all born, in the ideas. And then comes the work of implementing them and finding the investors to get the idea up and running. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and happy holidays.